Hello, lovely people. Welcome to your daily focus tarot for Friday, July 1st. So, the first card we have out is the Chariot. Pulling the Sun. Moving forward, this is about motivation and fast action. This is about your willpower and using that willpower to drive yourself forward in life. So, for the clarifier, we have the Stone of the Ancestors. This is kind of like karma or justice, like the Judgment card in the traditional tarot. This is the consequence to yourself and to others. Oh no, wait, sorry. This is the Stone of Self. Let me see. No, Stone of Ancestors. I'm going to read to you a little bit from the book. This is Spirit of the Wheel Tarot, and I modified it to make it a little easier to shuffle. I don't know why companies make these tarot decks so huge. If you have any issues with your hands, they're really hard to shuffle, and they have like a lot of extra. This one was not as easy for me to decide to modify as the Ethereal Visions or the Druid Craft. The Druid Craft in particular had like a ton of just wasted space on the side of it that made it very like there's not much on the back, but it made it even harder to shuffle. So I trimmed, and I still debated trimming off I really like the font. I like the typeface. But I've debated trimming off, like it had the stone and then it had decorative stuff, and it was just really. But this one, it had, the title, it had the number, and it had like 3 keywords on it, and it had this beautiful, like on the back, you can see it cut off the wolf. And there isn't a card that has this exact image on it. So I think the image was going to be, the 4 directions and the four paths and the 4 ways, inner, outer. I'm having a brain fart. Sorry. Pain. And it had all my relations on the bottom of it. So it was very, the typeface on this papyrus, I believe. Nothing special. Very common. And I even used it a couple of times when I was in school. So, Spirit of the Wheel, But back to the reading, sorry. I digress. So the Chariot, this movement forward using your willpower to guide you to pull that sun, and the stone of the ancestors, it's talking about like karma. And from the book it says, at times we have to make sacrifices to fulfill our destiny. Yesterday we were talking about the Hangman and the one Wolf Moon card. So here it is. The ancestors help us distinguish what is worth holding on to and what we should be letting go of. And this is what you've been working on the last couple of days, for a good chunk of the last week. If you have any doubts, call upon their ancient wisdom to help you to make the best choice. When your decisions carry a purpose beyond just the self, you can be assured that ancestors will be pleased. That does not mean giving up what you want, but it does require thinking about the ripple effect before you toss the pebble. So that's quite similar to, if I can find it, I have all my decks kind of sitting right next to me today, which I don't normally do. Sometimes I get the feeling to use other decks than the ones that I've grabbed, but the ones that I use the most are the ones that seem the most willing to work with me. Put it that way, because I have some decks that just it's like you touch them and they burn you almost, or they want to give you a negative shock. So this card is almost like the reed. It has the ripple effect, right? It's karma, it's justice, it's about balancing stuff. So this is about, with this movement forward, you want to balance how it not only affects you, but how it's affecting other people around you. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is, it's scouting out that new pathway. It's planning that new path. Even though you're standing on solid ground, you're looking, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I stay on this side or that side? And this is your unconscious emotions. This is the emotional pathway, whereas he's standing on the solid, the earth, the grounded pathway. And he's looking to continue on that grounded pathway. What is that? Oh, I must have spilled something on. I was like, what is on his staff? But I think I spilled something on the card. Okay, and for a clarifier, we have number 38, which is 11. This is a beautiful card. Let's see if it'll focus closer. Very beautiful card. She's got this hearing device. I'm not sure what this bird is, but she's got this hearing device, and then she's got the raven. She's got one of Odin's ravens with her from the Hangman. This is about letting go and reflecting on your path, letting go of controlling of others. So, but also letting go of the need to control everything, right down to the last detail. And I'll read a little bit from the book again. It says, whatever situations you have recently undergone need time to settle, for it is only after reflection that we can truly draw upon the knowledge gained and then move forward. Honor this knowledge you have gained and use it wisely to co-create a future that is aligned with your higher purpose. So whatever happened to you in the past that caused you to decide you needed to transform, and you needed to restructure your life based on your values and become, make that choice to become more aligned with your values, is you're looking for the path that you want to go down, and you're trying to structure your life, you're trying to plan for going down this path. Let that event sink in a little bit before you set any plans in stone, before you make your final decisions, okay? So the Five of Wands, this is talking about resistance and tension. It could be talking about competition too. Like they're all fighting against each other. In some decks, this Five of Wands makes a pentacle shape, so it's talking about material things, like they're fighting or there's competition over like money and finances, over housing, over like a boyfriend or girlfriend or something like that, over a job. But this deck, it doesn't make a pentacle. They're just, it's more about resistance, right? And tension. And for the clarifier, we have number 40, Strength, Spirit Path of the West. And this is talking about a situation presented itself that requires you to step forward and share your strengths with others. This position may frighten you, but it is time for your strength to be used for the higher good. And then at the bottom of Ethereal Visions, we have the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Tower, followed by the Six of Cups. So you're gaining mental clarity and using your intellect to get that breakthrough moment, to get that aha moment of the Tower that causes change, that just might blow your mask off. And that's going to return you to joy, to a place of happiness again, okay? Quit fighting your transformation. Quit fighting your tower. You're calling this in on yourself, and you need to quit fighting it. Be strong. Let that happen. Let the intellect guide you, but don't let it suppress you, okay? Don't let it feed these insecurities, this resistance, this tension that you're experiencing. You want this new path. You want to grow. You want, to hesitate just a little, but you don't want to hesitate to the point where you don't grow. If you need to ask for help, but keep moving forward. Focus on that forward movement, not on what scares you about this transformation. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope that you have a great Friday. Get some relaxation in. Okay?